listening to The Ochoman, Behind the Eight Ball, only on Ignotainment.
I'm always on the old black list or something.
Without further ado, the one, the only, Ochoman.
I'm trying to live my life, and it just makes me so wild and mean.
Hola, muchachos, my friends. It's the Ochoman. Behind the Eight Ball, my friends, and guess what? We got Armand back on the show here. He said he was leaving over the weekend back to L.A. Hey, if you could work it Friday, too, thank you, man.
Right, I canceled my appointment at MGM. Big meeting
for this?
With Kirk Kerkorian, and decided to do your show.
And my man here, Tony, he's filling in for Jimbo this week. It's been great having you, buddy.
Love being here, my man. I love this guy right here.
Oh, thank you, Tony.
He's unbelievable.
Lots of fun.
Me or him?
I love you both.
No,
All right. Okay, that was a little gay. Chris, my production man here. God bless him. I can't do anything without this guy. Great to have you again, Chris. Thank you.
He's indispensable.
Yes, sir. And once again, looking at the movies out there, American Sniper still holding up as number one at the box office. Can you believe that? Still number one.
Love it.
I think it's
I hope
well
it's number
deserved.
one for another month.
And I don't even know why we're covering this, but the number one song on the billboards right now is Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars. Can you believe that? What the hell is it?
Was that it?
This is it. Hallelujah. All right. Pull the fucking plug on this guy.
Boy, those are
That's
those lyrics are inspired.
Oh, that's horrible shit. This is nothing like my days of Pearl Jam. We had, what the hell did we listen to? I even listened to Black Sabbath in the early 80s, man, with Ronnie James Dio. I always thought Ronnie James Dio was the best.
Those were bumper days.
Oh, man, Ronnie James Dio.
Hold on a second, Ochoman. Did you like James Brown?
James Brown?
Yeah.
I guess if I was
Godfather of Soul. Did you like James Brown?
Okay, I did.
Did you like Michael Jackson at all? I think I know the answer to this, Armand, but did you like Michael Jackson at all?
Oh, how is this going to lead me to Ronnie James Dio?
It's not, because what I just heard is a guy ripping off James Brown and Michael Jackson.
Oh,
because
wow.
they're both out of the business, and he's filling.
I see that a lot, though.
He's filling a void.
But you know what? You've seen a lot of that back then too. With I heard that Led Zeppelin's music was, a lot of their stuff they stole off this one guy that it was big time a couple years ago.
All those bands, Ochoman.
Yeah, so
the Stones, the Who, all from Southern American black bluesmen. That's who they were influenced by.
You know, I think that the whole premises on that is it just shows how good that shit was back then. And,
it was fantastic.
And they're taking little bits out of each one of these cultures and putting it into some. That's why Ronnie beautiful. James Dio would never do anything like that.
Who's your influence?
I tell you what, man. I've always liked. I've always been a big Axl Rose man myself. I mean, I grew up in the '80s, and that was my shit. And,
but I mean, your personality-wise, I mean, we were discussing
personality. I would think of myself with a little bit of. I'd have a little, Mick. Yeah, I can do it. You know, I fit right there with him. So I got a little Sylvester that I was always a part of, and then I got. Hey, get the fuck off that car right now, you fucking little prick.
Is that Joe Pesci?
And you got a little bit of Joe
little Tommy
Pesci.
DeVito.
And I had a little bit of Rodney Dangerfield. I tell you, I can't take it anymore. I asked my wife, let's have sex. She said, start without me. So
you know what he's actually like, though? I think the biggest influence for him, he's like a modern Jackie Gleason.
Jackie Gleason, yeah, I like
because
Jackie
could you see him on the Honeymooners?
But he was always getting fucked though. He could never pull off any. Yeah, I am Jackie Gleason.
See,
I can never get away with shit.
I'm not saying you're Al Bundy, and I'm not saying you're Homer Simpson.
Right.
But I think
Homer Simpson. Boy, I love donuts. You know what? I see where you're going with it. Yeah, Jackie Gleason. And the thing about it was. People liked him,
loved him,
and he loved people. That's what it's all about.
Well,
man.
He had
be that guy with the.
He was doing a nightclub act one time. Jackie Gleason was, and he was getting heckled really badly.
Horrible show.
No, I guess, horrible heckling. And he told the heckler, said, finally he'd had enough. And he said, hey, mister, you want to go outside? So he went outside, and he woke up about 15 minutes later because the heckler was 2-Ton Tony Galento.
Who was that?
You never heard of 2-Ton Tony?
No.
2-Ton Tony Galento was a heavyweight. He wasn't the champ, I believe, but he'd fought several times for the championship. He was noted for eating he was like the Babe Ruth of boxing. Eating
really? I didn't know this guy.
He'd have 30, 40 hot dogs before fighting. And
30 fucking hot dogs?
A couple of bottles of wine. And that's why they call him 2-Ton Tony.
And did he normally win?
Yeah, he won a lot, but he lost. It might have been Joe Louis knocked him out, but that's the level he was at.
Oh,
and he was a squat little guy, and he just knocked Jackie Gleason cold.
No shit.
So, yeah. True story.
So the great one just got decked.
Yeah, he got nailed.
Let me tell you, there's a guy that you know. If you say the words "the great one" and you're referring to Wayne Gretzky, he'll say no. The great one is Jackie Gleason, and that guy is Jay Randolph Sr.
Jay Randolph Sr. is who?
What?
Jay. Guy at the track.
Yeah. Well,
because he knew Gleason from.
Oh, he knew Gleason from the track,
from the radio days and all that stuff.
You know what? He knows everybody though. Every time I go to the track, he'll talk about someone that he knew back then or someone he knows now that might be coming to the track or something.
Mm-hmm. How old is Jay? Jay's been around a long time.
He's held up by a pole at the track. Well, I mean,
he's at the post, huh?
Yeah, he's at the paddock, and they usually got to tie him up so he can announce the horses and shit. So
Railbird.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, Railbird. Right, correct.
Yeah, and in other news here,
2-Ton Tony's coming out.
2-Ton
punching. I think that'd be great. He'd be a great subject for a movie. What do you think?
Oh, fuck. That's the one you ought to
He's
write
a character.
about.
He is a character.
Look at him. He got all happy up whenever you start talking about it.
Well, I'm thinking about, can you could do something in the Raging Bull-esque.
Oh, he loves Raging Bull.
Look, no one knew no one in my generation, Armand, knew that Jake LaMotta from Adam until Raging Bull was made.
Correct. I think Tony's a better character, 2-Ton Tony. He was supposed to be a very nice guy and jovial and laughing.
What the hell pissed him off about the show?
Well, he was just heckling, and that's the kind of guy he was. But Jackie Gleason said, step outside, and you didn't have to ask 2-Ton Tony twice.
Wow.
And he literally he was out for 20 minutes, 20 minutes, and woke up, and they told him what happened.
Well, that's interesting shit, then. I'll tell you what, you just can't heckle anyone anymore. Without getting into a confrontation,
your life in your hands.
It interrupted 2-Ton eating all them hot dogs right there at the restaurant. In any case, let's move on here. Tiger Woods makes news again. Well, he withdraws from the Farmers Insurance Open in the first round. He after midway through, his back started bothering him, his lower back, and he said, "I'm out of here." Tiger just hasn't been Tiger, my friend. So, I don't know what it is.
It's amazing.
I know what it is. I got my opinion. If you guys want to chime in.
Is it the biggest decline in the history of modern sports?
2 years ago,
to go from, here's a guy who is tracking down the Golden Bear. He's on pace to obliterate the major championship record. And I think he gets to 12, and the wheels come off in every way imaginable.
The wheels came off when that whole divorce. After that,
that's what I was going to ask you. You think it had that
divorce did something to him because it really affected his cheating life. I mean, you got to get out. You got to sneak out. And the guy wore a Batman suit in the middle of the night. He'd get out, and then he started banging chicks left and right. He went to sex parties. He went to couples that didn't even know they were couples at the time, and he jumped right in there. The guy would have a big, cheerful smile on his face when he approached the golf. And you know what? That was working. But now he's.
So you think he straightened out?
Well, yeah, because he just ruined his back. God forbid, I know what the hell happened here. She probably made him move the damn furniture.
Who?
Or his chick that he's with now. He hurt his lower back. How do you hurt your lower back every time?
Playing golf?
No. He's used to that shit. He does it every day. Of course he's not going to get hurt.
So you think he had some sort of domestic chore that...
he had some domestic chore, all right, you cocksucker. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, you should know about domestic chores. What would it be? I mean...
you probably
lingerie?
When they throw shit at you, you just duck and hide under a table. That's the best thing I can tell you.
That'll give you a touch of sciatica. Sure.
You can't go wrong with that. Just hide. And if she sees you, quickly grab a little kid. grab the kid and put her in front of you.
As a shield.
Yes, and it's all part of the terrorist attack. But
what a valiant man you are.
Yeah, grab the 5-year-old real quick and start backing up towards the door.
If you were on the Titanic,
would you have given your
seat? Would you have taken a seat, or would you have given it to a child?
I would have taken 2 fucking seats, just in case one seat flew off.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Yes, I would. Yes,
for a strange child, not your own
child. Yeah, kids.
How about a woman? How about a woman?
A woman. Is she hot?
About a 6.
A 6 out of 10. Get out of here! I need my other chair too. Beat it.
All right.
Got to have someplace to put his feet.
What about you? I know your standards, and they'd probably be at 4. You got to promise me something afterwards.
I declined to answer that question.
Yeah, I thought so.
Ocho, don't you think, though, that Tiger, it's like his biorhythms are off.
He's shitting normal. There's nothing wrong with that.
Not that rhythm.
No, he's talking about diurnal rhythms.
I mean, I think...
Not urinal
all
rhythms.
that stuff he was doing with all of those chicks,
yeah.
that either gave him confidence or something that let him be him.
He was the alpha male, Tony.
I think you took that away. Well, not you.
Jesus
but
Christ.
Whoever
Tony
took that away, and he decides to clean up. He's not the same guy.
No.
It's clearly he's not the same guy.
I totally agree with you. Tiger's, like I said, he's not getting it.
Well, I think we're laboring under the conception that he's straightened out then, that he's not cheating. Is that true?
Not cheating like Lance Armstrong.
Well,
I mean, this guy doesn't take bad drugs. He doesn't take
not
drugs.
Philandering.
I mean, this guy's doing everything right, but he's just
Is he faithful to this girl, this new woman?
Look, his stats are showing it right now.
Okay, so there's a definite
there's
linkage between being faithful to your wife.
He's as loyal as this Mike Huckabee guy that I'm about to
Well, he probably doesn't shoot a very good game either, right?
Oh, he's horrible.
Tiger's only playing with one club in the bag right now, and he used to play with at least 20.
I think the limit's 14, isn't it?
No, he's just saying that.
I'm metaphorically saying. He's got one club in the bag.
Ah, right. That's
it.
You're being lyrical.
Yeah, he's being lyrical. Let's move on here, boys. Woo! Sports Illustrated swim issue front cover. Hannah Davis. She's the front cover SI model, unbelievably hot. Well, she's showing a little bit of her front. A lot of her front, actually. And she's got two of her thumbs, just bringing that down on each side there.
Oh, very seductive.
It's beautiful. It's on the top, and she's bringing it down. Not the top, not the boob section, dude. I'm talking the bottom bikini.
Yeah.
And he's just bringing it, and she's just bringing it right down the thighs there. And it's finally, you could say, yeah, I'd like to buy that magazine. And that's what sells. That's what sells.
Engendering some consternation and disquietude?
Well, who do you think? The right-wing party, again, is saying, hey, stop that. We don't want to see the top part of that. You never know how far she'll take it down. But behind closed doors, they take it down with those guys that bitched about it.
What can you see? I haven't seen it. Pedendum? No.
Pedendum. What the fuck are you talking? The bush area is completely gone. That area right there, and that's being brought down. And the chick is literally almost right there. And
you can see the iliac crest.
Well, hey, fellas, do I need a pop-up book for him? I don't understand them right now. Yeah, some word like that. Is it a turn-on word?
Any follicles showing?
Follicles, is that like hair?
Correct.
They don't have hair down there anymore.
Oh, really? You think she's?
Yeah.
She's been depilated.
Yeah, she's depilated and affiliated and scrupulated.
Defollicled.
I didn't think you knew what that meant.
Oh, she's defollicled.
Defollicled. He just took your
been waxed.
word. And, she's been waxed.
Repeatedly.
Okay, so some of these, let's say, less liberal people object to this.
Yes, very less liberal. And speaking of less liberal,
who do you have a?
Well, it's the Huckabee people. What's
their problem now?
Well, the Iowa caucus. Now, this is very interesting because you got the New Hampshire caucus, you got the Iowa caucus, and the whole world of United States.
I think New Hampshire is a primary.
And they tune into this shit, They listen to it, they watch it, and this is somehow supposed to dictate the voting of United States.
right?
I don't know about that. I think it's just.
But why
they're trying to get the nomination, so they have to.
But why?
They're so crazy about getting this group because this group supposedly represents Americana. Huh?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's it at all.
Then why the fuck would they go up there to a cornfield?
Well, it might be genuine outrage, but I would think that plays well in Iowa. And to win the nomination, you probably have to win Iowa.
But why do we need a caucus in Iowa?
Yeah.
Why?
That's a question
smart guy.
pondering.
Why in the world do I give a damn about what some
I don't
farmer
run the
in
RNC.
Iowa thinks?
You got them all started now.
Wow. Yeah,
Why?
That's quite a screed.
Armand,
He's about to pop you. Is what he's gonna
Stem
do.
winder.
these are simple folks. You know,
Simple folk.
these are the common clay of the New West.
The great unwashed.
Again, this is not
These
the
are
Ocho
people
man.
of the land. You know, morons.
Oh, Jesus.
Well,
What do
that's
we
a hard
care?
word.
What do we care?
Hey, muzzle them, will ya?
how they are going to vote? Why should that affect the rest of the United States and their ability to select a future executive? One iota. Look who they elected as a senator.
Hey,
for
Chris,
goodness sakes.
did he get in my bottle? Did he get in my bottle before the show?
If you're going to have a caucus, shouldn't you have it in a big state like
Mo-
Florida, New
Mo Larry
York,
Cheese.
Texas?
Mo Larry Cheese.
will not stand, man.
Tickle his feet.
Mo Larry Cheese.
What's
All right, all right.
wild hyacinth?
Yeah, just hey, back.
Wow.
Let me finish the fucking story here. Well, Mike Huckabee's people
Yeah.
called Beyonce 40% of the likely GOP in Iowa caucus voters said that Beyonce is mental poison.
Ooh.
Mental poison. I don't think she's mental poison at all. Matter of fact, she makes me feel very good at nights watching her videos.
Oh, you're a Beyonce fan.
Oh,
I mean, just appearance-wise.
I mute her, and I just watch her.
Right.
It's, she's hot. She's hot. Give it to me. Give it to me, Krista. She's hot. The one that you always do.
Yes, please.
Mental poison?
Sound cue.
Sound cute. Forget it now. I'm done with it.
Ocho, who really mental? Are they that afraid of Beyonce?
That's hot.
Oh,
Are they that afraid of her?
typical chick. 3 minutes later, that's hot. What's that now?
Are they really that afraid of her? How in the world is Beyonce changing anyone's life in Iowa?
Yeah. I agree with you, pal. I agree with Tony. Tony.
Do you think this is actually just pandering to what they consider their
Look,
base, or
look.
they really think this?
Look, I'm telling you right now, this right-wing party here, I mean, is catering to evil. Look at it. It's evil out there. Everything is evil out there. You got this guy, this Jordanian guy that gets burnt. Next thing you know, on Facebook, they're talking about Obama. Does he really care? He's doing Obamacare right now. I mean, they got this guy burning in this cage, and this is the topic. This is how they've sublined this whole picture of this poor guy getting burnt. But they're talking about he's over there worried about Obamacare when these animals are killing these people. And you know what? They do this a lot. They try to make you scared of shit.
Like global warming?
Yeah, global warming is a real deal, man.
Oh no, don't go there.
Hey, Tony, come on, babe. I need help on this one.
97% of scientists, Armand, are on board.
That is flagrantly incorrect.
That the Earth is
Let
getting.
me hear your side. Let me hear what you got to say.
Well, hold on. What are you saying? Are you saying
Do you want the basic physics of it, or would you like just?
Well, just give it to me, babe. I mean, I'd like to know what the hell.
It is a physical impossibility. CO2 and methane and all these purported greenhouse gas. I won't bore people with the physics of it, but it's a crock.
Yeah, you're leaving me
Natural
out
cycles of the sun. It's all within natural variation. There is no 97% consensus. That was a report written by a guy named Cook from the University of Illinois. It's a lot of
Well, let
bullshit.
me tell you what a groundhog.
What you talking about, Willis?
Thank you. Absolutely.
They got that groundhog. You guys all look at this
That
rodent.
groundhog is probably more accurate than
You see that? I knew
the
he was
global
gonna-
But
warming
it sounds
people.
to me like you're saying the Earth does get
heats.
hotter.
Of course, it heats.
But
and
you're
cools.
saying what the cause.
the sun and other factors.
Okay, so
The
you're
orbit of
saying
the Earth.
the cause that we're being sold is not the cause.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
But what I've read is that all the scientists are on board. It is getting warmer. You can debate the cause all you want, but it is getting warmer.
All right, I'd
rather talk about
right
that piece of ass on Sports Illustrated.
Now that gets you warmer.
If that leads to women wearing slinkier and slinkier, going nude at the beach, I'm for global warming.
Yada, yada, yada.
Well, things are messing up in this world right now, and you've seen the oil prices that are fucking dropping, that have dropped, that have stabilized a little bit. But countries like Venezuela, they're hurting for cash now because this oil has dipped down to
Russia too.
Well, Russia as well. But in Venezuela, check this out. Imports like condoms are now selling for an amount of $755 a condom.
Oh, come on.
I shit you not. I
saw the story too. I couldn't believe my eyes.
It was on PBS News.
And you imagine the restroom at a strip club if you have to sell condoms?
Well, this is what I'm thinking.
Condoms more than the stripper.
Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable.
Well, this is where
what
I'm
kind of
going.
machine do they have for that?
Well, this is where I'm going. Now, if I'm a
Venezuelan,
I'm not. I don't have $755 for a damn condom. So I go downstairs to get a hefty bag,
Saran wrap,
fucking cut it,
latex
get a rubber
glove.
band, and get in there. I'll tell you the business to be in, my friends, is us four right now. Screw the show. What we do is we get a boat. Okay, we get boxes of these fucking condoms.
Condom runners, yeah.
And
condom running.
They can't do anything with us with condom running.
I don't know. Maduro. I think that's the leader in Venezuela. I don't know if he'd appreciate it. There's also
but if
there's a shortage of toilet paper too.
Oh, really?
Toilet paper, absolutely. So take that with you too,
Tony. You get that department. I'm telling you right now.
I mean. Pristine, unused toilet paper.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, too. Okay. I'm not having Tony get shit toilet paper. That's already been used. What the fuck?
Well, it cuts the overhead.
But you think we can
it's economics.
Recycle.
I think they would take just about anything down there.
But
things are desperate.
Yeah, we load this boat up full of condoms.
$750 a pack. That's
our price. $755.
Right, that's what we charge.
Price $750.
We could do it for. I think $725 would probably.
Don't cut
it. I got a lot of costs.
That's still good margin.
I can't believe
$700.
Cut your margins a little bit.
I'm not taking you fucks because I'm having a corner of $750, and here you are $725, and this guy's cutting completely half. Come on, these condoms aren't cheap, guys.
Where do you get yours?
Well, $755 worth of condoms.
At Costco, we could probably
buy in bulk. You buy in bulk and you get a discount.
By the gross.
Right.
Dudes, I'm just telling you what the price is going for out there. Speaking of out there, this is cool. I like this story here. Potheads have finally got their own dating site.
All right.
Yeah. Denver company has come up with their own app, and it's a pothead site. You can't go wrong. I mean, Colorado, everything that these guys do now is it puts a smile on my face. Colorado people are very cool. It's called a pothead site, pothead dating site.
Descriptive. Yeah.
I mean, perfect. Listen to that bomb.
Oh, right. Sounded like a
anyway
fart in a bathtub.
I mean, you got farmers. Farmers need to get laid. They've stopped. They've started. You stop with that Iowa. Don't start with that Iowa
bullshit.
I've
seen the commercial. The farm. It's a farmer. I'm not kidding. It airs around here. I don't know if you get it in Los Angeles, but
there's people that fuck what?
No, meet farmers.
Oh yeah.
Farmers meat. I've seen that.
And there's meetblackpeople.com. Every group you can imagine has now got some sort of dating service.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to lose my tag because of the fuck.
There's all kinds of. They have a herpes site for people with herpes.
Point is, you got a farmer's site now. Why can't you have the potheads? But this is what I was going to ask you guys. This was where I was going with this.
Right.
But do you get stoned after or before? Do you take her to dinner before you get stoned or after you get stoned? You got to take her to dinner. So which one is it? Yeah,
not just defeats the whole
just
purpose.
One time go.
Oh, the first time.
Yeah, first time. Roll with it, will you?
I would get stoned after dinner.
After dinner.
I got to go before. Because if I met her on this site, I got to experience what it's going to be like to both be under the influence right away. So I got to go before.
Right there, yeah.
My experience
because if I go
limited.
before, if we do it before dinner, I throw her a bag of Doritos. Dinner. Here we go.
Bag of Doritos. He's right up your alley.
Ding dongs.
I'm a little classier than that.
a burger for you.
Yeah, I would.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay.
Right.
But in that sense, though, look, if you do it beforehand, if you smoke your weed beforehand, I tell you what, you may have to find a cheaper place, a buffet, because there's going to be a lot of munchies
for a dinner. I mean.
But in your sake, though,
it's axiomatic that a woman that smokes pot is kind of crazy, and the crazier they are, the looser they are, better in bed, right?
So you're saying all potheads are fucked up?
No, all potheads are probably horny.
How about women are just screwed up? Don't say pothead women are a little nuttier. They're hungry, too. They get hungry.
Yeah, but I don't think it's incumbent on us to pay for it.
Really?
I don't think so. I don't think they expect it.
I agree with you. Hey,
that's old-fashioned courting.
Well, this is why you're not fucking getting laid, by the way.
What do I know?
Jesus Christ. I'm trying to help you out on every show. I'm breastfeeding him, I'm telling you. We covered Sports Illustrated. Coach Miles of LSU. How about that?
The hat.
Well, this is what he does.
I love the hat.
Well, it's not about a hat there, Tony.
That's his nickname,
Yeah, but it's not about a hat. What I'm talking about here, this cheeseball gets on stage here at Louisiana, LSU people.
I'm aware of that. Baton Rouge.
Yeah. And
Pelican State.
Is this LSU's cut?
It is.
Wow. How the fuck did he find that so quick? This guy's good. Anyway,
man's omniscient.
He gets on the mic and he says, if a Louisiana recruit doesn't want to stay in Louisiana, the hell with him. That's what and what gets me?
That was his Rodney Dangerfield.
No, he sounded like the hat.
Was that more Jackie Gleason?
No, that's Les.
Oh, is that how he talks?
That's Les.
Les Miles. Okay.
Get off my ass, will you? And but I guess it's okay for him to recruit out of state.
Oh, sure.
And little Bobby that came up to Coach Miles, the loving Louisiana man, the hell with him. Him to saying, nah, you know what, little Bobby, I can't use you because I'm picking up a boy from Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia's going to fill that slot, and you may have to just go to community college. How's that? The point is, you can go to hell, my friend. Those guys that are leaving the state, well, you know what? They found something better. They found something that they like. And LSU, you're a bunch of thieves anyway. You just took a Mizzou player. So what the hell are you talking about? Hell with him.
What was the thrust of Les Miles?
What did he say that got you? He gets on stage. I guess big alumni of LSU people.
Right.
And he gets in front of them and he says, you know what? If a Louisiana recruit decides to leave Louisiana for another state, the hell with him. And my point is, and they all stood there clapping like he was a general of the South or some shit like that. And my point on this one is, you know what? When you went out and recruited a Missouri guy, or you went out and recruited a Georgia guy, or a West Virginia kid, or something like that, or a Florida. Point is, you didn't mind taking players, and little Bobby that needed that position. Then when he came to you and wrote to you and sent the videos to you that he's not a bad player, you decided to leave him home in Louisiana and say, no, we're not going to pick you up, but we're going to pick up this kid from Georgia. It's the hell with him, the hell with him, too.
So you contend with this notion that there should be some allegiance to your state. If you're an in-state player.
No, not me, man. I'm talking about this douchebag that came out and made himself out to be like the love of Louisiana, and the love of Coach Miles should be on every rest area as you leave the state. That's what I'm talking about, and he's wrong.
Okay, so he's been deified, but he's been
indignified and edified.
But he's not infallible.
But
his fallibility is in question.
He's using that Jedi mind tricks on my ass again.
Look, what recruit?
Words of 4 syllables.
That Ochoman, what recruit that heard that? A junior. You're a junior in New Orleans at some high school. Yeah. And you hear, well, if you don't want to go to LSU, the hell with you. You know what I'm thinking? Well, I'm not going to LSU.
No, you're wrong. I think that puts them more behind the 8 ball to where they say, you know what? I'm not going to get scrutinized because down south, man, they take their football serious.
Oh, very seriously.
And a house away, they got the LSU banner flag hanging down. It could be a big-time $500,000 to $1 million house, or it could be a $50,000 house down in Louisiana, and they have those flags waving with pride. So you just found out your neighbor, and you're this flag guy.
Yeah.
That he decided he's going to go to play for a damn Yankee, Ohio State, or some shit like that.
Sure.
Now, what he's done here, what Miles has done is he's made this house into a, down south, they're looking at this house as being
tainted.
Almost voodoo. I mean, you just walk right by this house. Or
right, ostracized, prescribed, and vilified.
Definitely ostracized. I know that fucking word he said. But I'm telling you right now, this is how it is down in Louisiana.
It's very serious. No.
Yeah, and I wouldn't just jump
the
the gun
gun and say...
You
really think they're going to set fire to the house or lynch someone over Les Miles'
but I'm telling you what, if I'm part of that family now, and I'm that Johnny, his brother, that needs a job in the neighborhood or in that block, or they're not going to pick this kid up because.
So
of
you
Coach
think there would be a
Miles.
backlash somehow?
Yeah, because this guy is adored in Louisiana, LSU football, and then he says, "The hell with him." I'm telling you right now, if they get that kid's last name and you're that kid's brother, and you've applied for a job at the movie theater, you're 16, 17. Screw you. I don't want you. I make a valid point.
You're making a valid point because there are instances, Armand, where the pressure applied not to the student making the decision, but to the parents and outlying family members in these southern states is almost been mind-bending.
Because that's how pressure.
That's how they get
Columbus,
you.
Ohio, or
now you know what, Columbus, Ohio. There's a lot of guys
there's a lot of guys that go to
Michigan,
Yeah.
Michigan, Notre Dame. But you know what? That's how it goes in this. I mean, there's a lot of these high school kids that play with one another, and then they say, you know what? I'm going to Michigan. I'm going to Michigan State. I'm going to Ohio State. But
you think this is all magnified because of the South?
I think
There's
so.
some sort of regionalism there, isn't that?
Totally.
Well, you've seen it before. I mean,
I
see
lived
those,
there.
Yeah, I mean, you checked it out. They take their football serious, and if you're not going to LSU and you've had the opportunity, now they believe in. Okay, if he didn't make the LSU, he better make Louisiana Tech. If he didn't make Louisiana Tech, he better have made Louisiana Monroe. But damned if he's going to leave this state. He's going to play here. And you know what? And that's not only Louisiana. You're looking at Alabama. If you're not playing for Alabama, you better be playing for Auburn. That's bottom line.
UAB?
UAB, Alabama, and that's for the lesser recruit, the 1-star, 2-star. But the cream of the crop is always Auburn.
How about Florida? Do you think Florida is the same? They're all over.
No, because everyone from Florida is a transplant to begin with.
Oh, okay.
They take their shit
They
serious,
do take it
man.
seriously.
It's
There's no
Florida
doubt.
and Florida State and Miami down there.
Yeah. You got South Florida. You got other options. But
Central
I'm telling
Florida?
you, Armand, if you are going to buck the trend in where you send
can't
your
buck
kid
the trend.
to school, you better be at the status of a Snoop Dogg who can look at USC
Yeah.
and go, yep, Cornell Jr., he's going to UCLA.
Well, I know that they prefer their students to stay in state, obviously, but I was just wondering about all these ramifications if
Well,
they don't.
yeah, I mean, you
they're
think
gonna set
about
the
what I
porch
just-
on fire and
No, no,
burning
no.
crosses, that sort of thing.
No. I just think
What-
that
what-
it does hurt the family in the little town that they're in and so forth, because they'll be looking at these people like, you know what? I can't believe you did that to me. You did this to this town. You did this to the entire state of Louisiana.
Well, Les Miles
Les Miles said,
well, he's trying to guilt people into going to LSU.
I know, but that's wrong. That's wrong.
Well, I didn't know you had such sturdy morals about these things.
You know what? Because I played football, and I never would want to get hassled like that. It's a decision that I want to make for myself, and it shouldn't be a decision that's going to be based on having my family still stay in one town and being ridiculed.
Well, we're
the
certainly
entire time.
gratified that you stayed in the state and played for was it Pebble College? What was it?
It wasn't Pebble College. It was Illinois Valley and Rock Valley. Let's move on here, Dick. Washington Redskins, RG3. the QB for the Skins, if you guys didn't know that out there, may not be the face of the franchise any longer. His name was kept off the season ticket holder letters that come out each year with other players' name on it, and RG3's name was not on it. Now, this is not just coincidence where we forgot RG3's name.
Huh? You think it's...
No, I
racist?
think... No, it's not racist.
Well,
Fuck, I didn't say racist. I'm just
He's
saying
washed up.
He sucks.
Oh.
He sucks. He's
Well, they didn't have a good year. What about... Should they call them the Redskins? Do you have an opinion about that?
You know what? That's a traditional name, and I'm not going to get into it. But yes, the Redskins should be always kept because the Dallas Cowboys play the Redskins. They don't play the Washington, whatever the hell they're going to be called.
What do they want to? Do you know what they?
Who the hell knows? I think it's a big
it,
scene, and it's pissing me off.
I don't know this for sure, Armand, but I've been told that the NFL has. There are names that have been
bandied about.
No,
offensive.
Beyond that, no. Beyond that, trademark, copyrighted that NFL Properties owns. And Washington Warriors is one of them.
Washington Warriors? No.
Well, because it's
that's
the
a high school
but
name.
it's the easiest change. And so are the Panthers, and Carolina's that.
Yeah, but they're Carolina.
But they're the Panthers. The easiest
I
change
don't mind.
you can make
I
is
don't
the
mind.
Warriors.
I don't mind if they get rid of the Panther name and go with Carolina Surfers or whatever the hell they are in Carolina. I don't know, but I'm telling you, the name Washington Redskin is football. It's NFL. And it's Super Bowl winners. You just can't do it. And there's no way, rhyme or reason, I'll accept it as a Cowboy fan because I love playing the Redskins.
I get it. You do. Do you know how many newspapers now in the United States will not print the word Redskins?
Oh fuck! Who
Ochoman,
cares? That's probably shit paper that I don't read anyway. Probably from fucking Mike Hugglebee's.
Can we say it on your show?
No, I don't want to say it, but go ahead.
No, I mean, can we say that word on your show? Are you prohibiting it on the Ochoman?
Which word is that?
Redskins.
Of course you
can. We can say that.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, you can never say not. Yeah.
Inflame our Native American friends.
Absolutely not. They're the Washington Redskins. I'm not even talking about the American Indians. I'm talking about the football team called the Redskins. I have not mentioned anything to any American native out there criticizing him. I'm talking about a football team named the Redskins.
Who's your favorite Native American?
Probably Sitting Bull because he fucked Custer up there.
Wow.
I like Crazy Horse.
Well, what about my Sitting Bull?
Sitting Bull's a classic. He's great.
You were impressed by him. Why?
Who, Sitting Bull?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He's not my favorite.
Why wouldn't he be your favorite?
Well, I like Custer.
Why? He's a big pussy. He was a pussy there.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
He ran. They got shit that they're saying that he was on the run. He did not. Yeah, you would believe that 1920 movie, wouldn't you? That black and white. Now stand still, boys. Let's get him here, Muggsy. Okay, shoot that one engine. He's getting close.
It wasn't Edward G. Robinson. Errol Flynn played General Custer.
Yeah.
Armand, I've read 2 books about this.
Okay.
One about Custer's last stand and the evidence that's still out on the battlefield.
That he was there was cowardice?
No.
I didn't think so either.
That it was one of the worst tactics ever.
Absolutely, yes.
And that Crazy Horse literally was.
Outthought him.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much Sitting Bull had to do with the actual...
Sitting Bull was the mastermind because he led these guys in. They were thinking it's going to be another cakewalk, as they called it, a big victory. But it became a massacre, according to the New York paper. It was a horrific massacre by the Indians. They defended themselves. And that's not good. Wow. That's not good at all.
They defended themselves, and they
I didn't know in the battle for the West you were cheering for the Native Americans.
I'm part Indian from the
Binghamton,
east side,
New York,
from the east side. Yeah, no, I'm not Indian. I'm Armenian, totally Armenian. Now I'm American.
Okay,
too.
let me ask you this: Is there an offensive name for Armenians?
A defensive name?
Offensive.
Armos.
They say Armos, but it doesn't
does it bother you, Armand?
I mean, it's like a white guy. It's like a white guy getting called cracker. I mean,
it's a pejorative term.
It doesn't bother me. If a black guy called me a cracker, I'd just say.
Now there was a baseball team called the Atlanta Crackers, And
the Atlanta Crackers.
yeah, oh yeah,
Negro leagues?
no, I think it was just a minor league team back in the
White guys?
yeah,
All white guys.
yeah, Atlanta Crackers. You can look that up. Also, isn't Yankees? Isn't Yankee a pejorative?
Well, it depends on where it is, I believe. Yankee go home, etc. But I don't think it's.
You know what? When I
term.
was living down south, they used to call me when I lived in Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville, Florida, by the way, is not like your regular part of Florida.
No, that's like Georgia.
They have their own identity, and they believe this is the only state that never lost to the Yankees. And
That's correct. That is correct.
And they take pride in that fucking whole notion. And I got to tell you, they call me Yankee down there. That's what they refer to anyone from up north, Yankees.
Offended?
No, not at all.
Is there anything that we could call you that would offend you?
I'm sure there is a fucking couple things out there, but I don't want to get into it. What, you're my counselor now?
No.
You want me to lay on a fucking couch?
I just think this is a guy with probably pretty thick skin. And
he has thick skin. He's a pachyderm.
Yeah, he's a pachyderm. Pachyderm dick. All right, so that's what we got. RG3's not in the news anymore in Washington. A U.S. skier.
Well, they're not going to replace him, though. He's still the quarterback, isn't he? He's just not the face of the team.
I don't know. The draft is coming around the corner, so we'll see.
He's
what
a
the hell
bitter
they
disappointment. Bitter disappointment. Oh,
he's been hurt, but let's move on. Let's move on, Dingy. U.S. That was Archie Bunker.
Oh, very good. Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was Archie.
Carol O'Connor.
Stifle yourself. No, that was more Jack Nicholson there. Stifle yourself. Huh?
Where do you say that? When did you?
No, I know. It's a whole different line. Fuck it.
Armand, he's being Jack Nicholson, playing Archie Bunker.
Yeah.
Now go with it.
All right, fine. Forget it.
You can't handle the truth.
Oh, it's really.
Do you have that one?
Yeah.
Chris?
How many times have we used that?
Well, it's a great line.
It's 11 episodes. I've used that like 3-4 times.
You know, they did that scene about 50 takes, and Tom Cruise said that every take he was just as good as the first time or whenever they.
So what do they want?
No, it's a true story
because Jack Nicholson's a consummate professional actor.
Was Rob Reiner the director?
Yes.
Okay. There's a classic story, Ochoman, about
Nicholson
just kept nailing it, take after take after take. Just as good, just everything, just as good. And at the end, Cruise says he hears Reiner go up to him and say, "How do you do that?" And Jack just looks at Rob Reiner and says, "Rob, I love to act." And that's how good he is.
Jack's the best.
The best.
I like Jack Nicholson. I like him.
U.S. skier Bode Miller crashes during a World Championship Super G event in Colorado. He suffers a deep cut in his right leg. Now, Chris, what the fuck kind of news you give me here, man? What the hell is this?
Yeah, what's that bulletin?
Well, he cut his right leg. Let me know when he gets his leg torn off his body.
We need an amputation.
Going down. Yeah, that's when you give me this bullshit news. Now, I don't even know why people fucking ski anyway.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, you're going downhill. You got all this. You want to go. You stick your fucking head out the window and drive the car 60, 70 miles an hour.
It's a great way to get laid.
Really? Driving your car out the window?
No, the skiing.
Why?
The ski lodges are.
No, I could see that though. They're all
brothels.
in good shape.
Women love that. Women love skiing.
With the fact that you can fall down a mountain?
Oh, fucking
the danger of it, I guess. I don't know.
If you're going to get laid.
Well, it's very expensive, so that's where women flock because they think rich men are there. At least that's the way it is at Big Bear out by L.A.
Well,
I've been told.
And by the way, did you give him that fucking word of the day?
Oh, do we have a word for me?
Got it.
Oh,
got
okay.
it. What word is it here?
Inimical.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my word of the day here,
right,
pal. Actually, that's the word of the day for the whole world. So, would you like to fill us in on this word?
Inimical?
Yeah.
That is actually that's deleterious or works against.
Would you like to know where to buy
Mike Huckabee finds the cover of Sports Illustrated inimical to morality.
So it's offensive.
Contrary.
The word
Contrary.
is offensive. Contrary.
Inimical, yeah.
Wow. It kind of sounds like enemy.
It does.
It sounds like a negative word, though.
Yes, it does. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Now, I'm not sure if there is inimical. Because there is a word like there's innocuous. There is a word innocuous.
Wow.
Just never used. So we have to look up and see if inimical is a word.
That's next time. Jot that down.
Chris, yeah. Would you please
Inimical.
get on that?
Let me
That's beautiful.
Irregardless, is that a word or not?
No.
Or is it just regardless?
Regardless.
Okay.
That is improper, yes. Now, of course, disregardless, that's a word.
Oh, fuck. I'm tired of it.
Malregardless.
You feel like you're back in school, don't you?
Oh,
Did I tell you I got a 34 on my ACT?
You took the ACT again?
I took it Sunday.
Time out here. You took an ACT.
We were snowed in up in Chicago, and we had a Super Bowl party, and there was nothing to do, so I took he was a high school kid, and I took a practice ACT test.
No one say another word. You're telling me that you were at a Super Bowl party and you got snowed in during the Super Bowl, right?
Well, before. It was
Before. Oh, when people are
no one
fucking
showed
getting
up.
their food.
Well, no one showed up. It was snowed in. There were 2 feet of snow in Chicago.
So it was you and a couple guys?
One guy and his wife who was preparing to go to college, and she had the ACT practice.
Ah, so that's why you took the test.
Yeah.
It's not like you guys, you bunch of bozos sat around the living room and
just
said,
me.
You know what? Let's take an ACT test.
Just the English.
Just the English part. Don't take the math. Don't take the geography.
But they don't have a vocabulary on the English test.
Oh, damn shame.
Well, remember that? I mean, like gaggle is to geese, as
of course I
as
remember
pod
that.
is to rhinoceros, etc.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's actually whales. Pod of whales.
Pot of whales?
Correct.
What's a murder, Armand?
Crows.
Man, this guy's smart.
Oh, I'm telling you. So you got a 34. What was it out of?
I think 35 is the best.
35 is the best.
36.
I missed 3.
36.
Yeah, I missed
36. You're 2 points off perfection.
Yeah.
I think you and me ought to take this, Tony.
I think Ocho.
What's the over-under on that one?
I'm going to tell you what I got on my English.
Ocho's English.
I got a 21 on English. It was
Bad.
horrible. No, horrible. Cost me a lot of money.
I think I was around that area from 18 to 22, something like that.
You think you can get a 21 on the English on ACT?
No, I'm pretty fucking bad. I probably got what the fuck you laughing for, Chris?
Chris seems to
Tell
be
me you got a 9.
skeptical.
Tell me you got
I
at
don't
least
know.
a 9.
I don't know. I probably got a
What's,
15. I don't.
why
I
don't
don't.
give him a test?
I don't remember that. I don't remember them.
15.
15, you say?
I think you're going to get 15.
15. Is that average? Don't make me out to be fucking below average.
Average is 19? 18. Well,
Yeah, about 18.
you're not a
18,
Native
fucking-
American speaker.
What the fuck am I
Obviously.
speaking Native American for?
You don't speak Native
Sitting
American.
Bull. It's
There's
a term.
no way you speak the Lakota language.
What is he talking about?
There's no
Listen.
way you speak Comanche.
You
They-
know
they
what?
grade-
I need both of you to shut the fuck up for a minute.
They grade teepee dwellers on a curve.
So, anyway, that's what we got going here, my friends. This is the type of shit the Ochoman has to endure on a daily basis.
Can I give an editorial comment?
Yeah, make it fucking good and
Well, it's-
don't. If you don't, I'll pull the fucking.
Well,
button.
I
Go
just
ahead.
want to get your opinion.
All right, go ahead.
On the general gynarchy we are living
Why can't you just one time get simple?
in, a matriarchy. We're
Simple fucking words. Simple words.
I just left the
I'm
gym.
a
I just left the
simple
gym.
man, boy.
you lifted weights for football, right?
Oh,
What you guys?
Of course, every fucking
squats.
day. Oh, by the way, hang on that story.
Oh,
I've
yes.
been losing some weight.
I noticed.
I've been losing weight. I've lost like 8 pounds. I've been working out. I've been going to my gym downstairs. I've been doing it.
I know your jowls are shrinking.
My jowls. What the fuck are
But the
jowls?
waddles you have there. That
Waddle. The fuck is he talking about?
No.
Hey, go back to your story, prick.
well, I'm just saying. What did you do?
And anyone that would listen to this would think I'm a walrus with the way you're talking about
I didn't say
me.
anything about tusks. I said that, no. Turkeys have waddles, but
Oh.
you're not bad.
Oh, all right,
I can
thanks.
almost see your Adam's apple again.
Oh, yeah, thank you. All right, go on.
Well,
go on.
I just want to know if you and Tony agree that I saw. What did you do? The exercises, squats,
I tell you what I do.
powerlifting, cleans.
I hardly ever touched the back because I felt the back didn't need to be fucked with. So I worked the machines a lot with my legs. My legs and the front part of
Right.
my legs.
Well, that's very important.
I stepped away, and this is what I kept telling my people at the gym all the time. Stay away from the back of the leg muscles. What are they called?
Hamstrings.
The hammies. Because you pull a hammy and you're done. And when you're making them that tight, I'm telling you, you pull them a lot when you're working out and not working out, but running a 40-yard sprint or some shit like that. It happened to me a couple years in college, and I said I'm backing off completely on that. So I'm more into the machines on the leg. Now, on the bench was the most important thing because everything was based on 225. How many times can you put 225 up? And the most I got that up to was 12. So I was kind of
good total.
Yeah, I was very happy with that. But again, whenever you're in college, man, when you feel like you could do anything, you work hard.
Well, my point is, I see these guys. Would you agree that flutter kicks or doing something with that big rubber ball, that's not exactly masculine?
I find that a little weird. If you're going to do something, fucking pound on a tire or something shit like that. That's
I know, that's what I'm saying. We're pussifying our men in this country.
Pussifying. You just made that fucking word up.
Yeah.
Well, don't make it out like you're a fucking genius on this one. You made up that word.
But I'm just saying that's my point. Do you agree with it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get my meaning.
That rope thing, they jumping into little squares, back and forth. Fuck that. We didn't do any of that.
Well, I think it's just this general evisceration of our men in this country.
Well, they say, though, and Tony, on this end, too, you could jump in on this one, is the football players now, they say that they're much bigger, they're much stronger, and so forth. But I guess they're doing all this stuff.
Well, I'm not talking about the NFL. I'm talking about just the general men in general.
Look, the wussification of America. There is no doubt about it.
Look at this Valentine's Day. I mean, what a stupid holiday.
Exactly. There you
go.
Who
came up with that?
It's a way to get into my back pocket.
Right. Who observes Valentine's Day?
And, if you want a chick in your office, I think it's a good way to meet her.
But I object to it.
Okay, I know you object to it, but how else?
You buy your wife something for Valentine's Day?
How else?
You're obligated to buy something for your wife.
How else are you going to meet that gal?
Well, it's different if you're trying to get laid. But I'm
talking about that.
It's really not for that though. It's for the woman in your life. Quote.
It is.
Yeah,
for a woman.
Are you buying your wife something for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, but you know
what happens if you don't? Would you get in trouble?
It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Because if you do, it's not what the fuck she wants. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to talk about it. It drives me insane. No,
don't make me angry.
Yeah, don't make me angry.
Well, then I listen.
It's
a no radio.
It's a no-win situation.
Well, yeah. What do you think she'd like to have a star named after her?
A star.
I was listening on the radio. This guy, Valentine's Day, name a star after your.
Oh, we don't pay that.
Fucking crazy.
I'm not kidding.
That's a great racket.
Right. I mean, name a
That's
star.
like saying we're going to name a pebble of sand on a beach.
Right. Why don't we name some species of beetle after her or something? What? Infinite.
What do you got, Chris? Oh, I thought you were going to chime in on that.
You name a star?
Would
your wife? I mean, who would buy that present?
Fucking saying that. I'm telling you right now that it's all about meeting a person, meeting that girl out there. I think you use that whole Valentine's Day for a meeting.
Okay, that's valid. But I'm talking about if you have a girlfriend.
That's all I'm talking about. Fuck the girlfriend and the wife. I mean, honestly, if they don't know you by now. In a dozen of roses that get stuck in the mail somewhere that should have been at the house at 4 p.m. and isn't there, and you take a lot of heat. That's what happened to Ochoman. Ochoman took a hit on that. Yeah.
Okay. Did you take a hit for not getting anything for the daughters on Valentine's Day?
Absolutely not.
See, I know dads who. Where's her Valentine's?
Oh, shut the
Did you
fuck
send
up.
your mother a Valentine's? Did you send your mother-in-law a Valentine's? And that's crazy.
It illustrates what's happening to this society. This is an estrogen-based society. Women rule here.
That's the fact.
Because men have no balls.
Well,
except on this show.
Yeah.
We have 6 sets of balls.
You're damn right about that. And I'll tell you another thing. Once we leave this room, we are not the same, though. I'm very happy to be in my little soft fucking comfort here with you.
Hiding again.
Yeah.
Technically, you have 6 balls, not 6 sets of balls.
Yeah.
Well, we have 8. We actually have 8.
Thank you. My man Chris comes back and finally gets Armand back up.
That's right.
Hey, listen,
there's a total of 8 testes.
I only got a 17 on the math of the ACT.
There you go. Did you?
I didn't do the math.
Oh, you're a dumb fuck. Yeah, I guess. Hey,
what a
Chris,
generous man.
How about a little love out there? How about a little love out there for our group here? It's Ochoman. Well, you know what? If you're backed off the mic, go ahead.
Yeah, if you want to
Find the Ochoman Behind the 8 Ball. You can search in the iTunes store for Ochoman Behind the 8 Ball. Please leave us a rating, review, leave us some feedback. Also, you can email Ochoman at ochoman.com. And you can find us on the website, behindthe8ball.ochoman.com.
And you know what? I think down the line, too, Chris, I think we ought to post some pictures, maybe get a picture of us for today's show and then put it out.
Yeah, that's
so
what I was
going
to say. I'm going to get a photograph of everyone in the studio today, and we'll upload it along with the episode. We'll put it on social media. Oh, yeah.
You really
Facebook
have to prove,
also, Behind the 8 Ball on Facebook. So...
Right,
you really have to prove there's not 6 sets of balls in this room. Yeah. Is that the point? Is that what you're trying to make me look stupid?
No. I even forgot about that. Here you are, fucking keep going on that. But hey, guys, it's time for our picks here. The picks are always the Ochoman's play, and I'm waiting for. Hey, Chris, give me a little beat. Oh, listen to this.
Ready.
I like it.
Get set. It's time for the Ochoman's big picks of the day.
Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone.
How about that? Boom. The Ochoman likes that, my friends. I tell you what, I've been really hot. My thing has been, I pushed on last night's play with our big play in hockey. I think we won the game. If you guys had it on the money line, we did win the game. But our other game was Atlanta last night, and Atlanta... No, it wasn't Atlanta. What was our game last night or a couple nights ago? I think it was... I don't know, but we won by 10. The spread was 6, so that's how I move. I forget about all this shit. Which one?
Houston Rockets.
The Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets against the L.A. Clippers, I think it was, right? And the spread was 3 points. They blew them off the map there, and I knew that was going to happen, and that was my big play. And for tonight, we've got Atlanta plus 1.5 at home against Golden State. I don't see why Vegas is not respecting Atlanta here. These guys keep winning. They lost one game. They broke the streak. By the way, I had that game too. I said New Orleans was going to win that game or even cover the spread. I thought that was a lock, and sure enough, it happened, and they broke the streak. And on this game here, I look for Atlanta to win this one and win this one decisively. 109-98 is what I'm looking on this one. The plus 1.5 for Atlanta at home. Forget about it. This should be probably a pick 'em, or Atlanta should be minus 2 or 3 on this one. So the big switch on that one. Our next game here is Cleveland Cavaliers taking on Indiana. And I'm telling you right now, this spread is only minus 6. Cleveland Cavaliers are invading Indiana, but Indiana, I don't think they're going to have any answers on this one. I look for I look for Cleveland to slowly wear them down. I look for an even first quarter. Even first half, you're looking at probably minus 2, something like 52-50 or something like that. And then after that, I think Cleveland takes over. I look at this one being 101-90 win by the Invaders. Cleveland Cavaliers win this one. King James brings this one home. The spread is only minus 6. So take the Cavaliers tonight and the Atlanta Hawks. These are the two plays the Ochoman likes for February 6th.
Can I interject about the Cavs?
As long as you don't masturbate on the show. That's cool.
Interject, not ejaculate.
Oh, I thought ejaculate. You said, okay, go on.
No, I didn't say eject. I said interject.
Okay, go ahead.
If you can take the Cavaliers on an alternate line at 8, 9, 9.5, 10, do it.
Is that what the spread's climbing up to?
No, well, I don't think it'll climb to that because, again, they're on the road. But you got a good play there. Play exactly what you're saying, and then go just a little bit more coin on an alternate spread and get a few more points. Because
I would use that for the Atlanta game because I think the
you
plus
would rather
1.5.
Use that on that?
Yeah, because I definitely think the Cleveland Cavaliers score. I gave you 101-90. So if you start pushing that,
how about laying the money line?
Money line is pretty good, too. I haven't checked that one out. I thought the spread was good enough on that. My friends, if you are out there, play the money line on this one, too. Atlanta and Cleveland Cavaliers sounds like a great because you got one dog that should be a favorite, and then you got the favorite. It's minus 6, should be about minus 300 or something like that, minus 350. I don't know what the line is, but you can definitely go to one of our sponsors here, our big sponsor, Ocho.com, for my friends down in Mexico and in Peru and all of South America that tunes into Ocho.com to make their bets. These are two good plays that I'd like for you to look at and make these plays happen. I'm really high on them. All right, for my friends here, I tell you, it's been a great show. I love having you, Armand. I tell you,
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Thank
man. When I found out that you were going to be here one more day, I said, "Damn, I gotta book him and get Tony back with you." I thought it was a great show. Tony,
Love being here, my man.
Tony, thank you, man.
Thank you.
You filled in great. Chris, once again, a great production. Couldn't have done it without you. Boom, what a man. And I'll tell you what, my friends, I'll tune in with you next time. And from the Ochoman behind the 8 ball, check us out. We are out of here.
And it ain't over now. Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Who's with me? Let's go. Come on. Ah!
The Ocho Man, behind the 8 ball. Only on Ignotainment. Leave us your questions and comments below this podcast in the comments section of the iTunes Podcast Store.